And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We are coming to you on a bright, sunny afternoon in Corpus Christi, Texas, as we are getting set for a regional semifinal game between the Féria Lions and the Vernia Bears. The Lions have already made their way out on the field, and there's a huge crowd across the way here at Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi to root on this Lion team. They're clad in the maroon and the white uniforms. Meanwhile, the Bears brought a big crowd as well in the blue and white, and they'll be rooting for their football team, which comes in with one loss on the season. It's Vernia and the Bears taking on the Lions and Féria. We're getting closer to the kickoff, still about 11 minutes to go. They'll have the playing of the school songs and the playing of the national anthem. Again, a big crowd, sun-soaked crowd over there on the far side of this field at Buccaneer Stadium, and you can see that Féria brought a ton of fans here, and they're still going to be filing into this football game. Team captains will be meeting for the opening coin toss. We'll get you set to see who gets their hands on the football. The explosive offense of the Vernia Bears taking on the tough defense of the Féria Lions. Welcome again to the broadcast. This is RioSportsLive.com. Services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
I want to welcome you back here on RioSportsLive.com as we are at the regional semifinal level. Vernia Bears out of 4A Region 4. District 15 taking on the Féria Lions for a Region 4 District 16 champions. The Lions have already made it out on the football field. We're focusing our camera down there, over there where the Vernia Bears will be entering the field. They were out warming up earlier. Meanwhile, the Féria Lions were warming up and have already made their way off the field and back on the field, ready to go. The cheer you hear will be the Bears coming out of the locker room, and they'll be clad in black uniforms today. And they bring a big crowd. This will be an energetic crowd between these two football teams, and we'll see who tees it up and gets out of here with a victory. Last night we were here for the Vela Austin Westlake game. Westlake came out of there with a victory. 28-0 was the shutout score as Westlake, for a second consecutive year, ends the Vela SaberCats season after the SaberCats go 11-0 and enter the regional semifinals. The Féria Lions haven't been to round 3 in a while, and this team is eager to get after it here. They started the season with a bang, knocking off a tough Raymondville squad, and at that time they caught a lot of attention as to, well, just how good is this football team. We covered one of their games when they played against the Rio Hondo Bobcats. That was a slugfest. The Lions fell in that ball game, but this football team has found another gear and is playing at a high level. We'll get you back ready for the kickoff. Welcome again to the broadcast. Pass the word to the other fans, if you will, that this game is going on. And again, this is RioSportsLive.com.
Ladies, does your man need to lose weight, gain muscle mass, or increase his stamina and endurance? Has he been procrastinating about going to the doctor? Is he having health issues like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or poor blood circulation? Alpha Men's Primary Care is the answer. Call today and learn how they can help your man increase his stamina and endurance. Start living a healthier lifestyle and feeling younger. Call Alpha Men's Primary Care today. A family practice for men, by men.
At Boswell Elliott Ford, we believe in straight talk, fair prices, and providing premium service before and after the sale, and we'll always work to earn your trust in business. Come see us at Boswell Elliott Ford, San Benito, here for generations.
One of today's sponsors for this game is the Féria Area Chamber of Commerce. Fans, when thinking about your need for shopping or for services, then help support the local businesses in the community. Best of luck to the teams in today's game, and remember to shop Féria first from the Féria Area Chamber of Commerce.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday on Fox Sports Southwest. The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we're honed in on the Féria Lions as they're getting set to run out onto the field. It looks like the Vernia Bears are going to beat them to the punch on getting out of the tunnel first. At least they're already amped up and eager to get out here. Meanwhile, we have the meeting of the team captains on the midfield area, so we'll take a look here and see who will get their hands on the football to start this game. Vernia, of course, comes in here. They've lost just one time this season, and that was in an overtime game in which their opponent went for a 2-point conversion on the first score of the game, and they lost by 1 point. So the Bears are ready to roll here as they meet out in the center of the field. Perfect conditions for football here today. The flags are blowing just a bit. They're blowing across this field. We're on the west side, so it's going from west to east. Last night it was coming directly out of the south, which would have meant it's coming out of an end zone. But here in this one, it's going cross field. I don't think it's going to affect anything as far as the passing game for either of these teams. And both teams can throw the football. Both teams can run the football. At least they have coming into this game. Our thanks again for you joining us here for our broadcast as the official has an extended conversation there with the team captains. Féria had won the toss. They defer. And so that means we'll see the Vernia Bears offense on the field for the first time, and they'll come out of the south end zone and go right to left as we get set to start this game. And so we'll see the Clayton Chadwick show, who's the quarterback for the Vernia Bears, and he has got 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000+ yards passing. He can get the job done, my friends. They've got 2,000-yard rushers on this football team, and yet they are a team that some say if they really want to, they can be an all-passing team. Here come the Lions coming out of their side of the tunnel first. Jacob Howell at the camera. We'll get him on tune here as we are ready to roll here for this opening kickoff. As the Lions make their way out onto the field, they will be set to go here in this game. Meanwhile, the Vernia Bears ready to run out of the tunnel. Can't say enough about these field conditions here in this game. Here come the Bears. As the Bears make their way out, we are set to go for this game. Thanks again for joining us. Please pass the word to other fans out there on the social media that we are live for this broadcast. Those fans interested in what's going on in the Dome, when last we heard, it was the Hannah Golden Eagles up in their game. Remember, we talked about, I laid down the list. I thought Mission Vets had a very real chance of getting a win today. I thought the Hannah Eagles had a very realistic chance of getting a win. I said from there, you're looking at the Féria Lions. And if they play an excellent football game today, they have a chance at getting out with a victory. Everyone else, it was going to be a tough row to hoe as far as for Westaco and for last night's Edinburgh Vela Sabercats. Right now, Hannah's on top 26-13 in their game. We'll try to keep you posted on that game as we are getting set for the opening kickoff of this one between the Bears and the Lions. Lions make their way out on the field first with the kick team. Again, they won the coin toss, but they have deferred. And they will be looking to put the defense on the field first and just take a look at what this Lavernia Bear team can do. Talking with their radio crew, Lavernia, if you want to take a look at something to watch for, he said they've been a slow-starting football team. But once they get it rolling, this team puts up some points in a hurry, including 35 in the third quarter in a recent game. Lions to kick the ball off. Teeing it up is Arnold Gonzalez, and he will boot the ball away. And welcome to the semifinals here, as the return is right up the middle for the Bears, out across the 35 to the 39-yard line. That football comes loose. That has not been blown dead yet, I don't think. The officials will take a look, and they will say that it's Bear football. The Lions recovered that, but the officials talking it over now. There was no whistle prior to that ball being recovered, and this is going to be decision time 101 right now. As the Lions say they recovered that football, they'll give it to the Bears. There was no whistle. It did look like the Bear player hit the ground and then the ball came loose. But Eric Alegria was wanting that ball to belong to the Féria Lions. Nothing doing, says the officials, and away we go. Lavernia. Clayton Chadwick is the quarterback, and he is something to watch, my friends. He can run, he can throw. Sees some pressure up the middle. Swings a pass right side. Penalty flags on the play. Completed pass out to Nick Schrader. He'll get out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Now we'll sort out the penalty. It looked like the Lions may have jumped off sides. And that's what the call will be. So a 5-yard penalty against the Féria Lions. And they'll take that penalty rather than go with the completed pass and the yards gained. First penalty of the ball game. We appreciate you again watching us here on RioSportsLive.com. 1st and 5 for the Lavernia Bears. Single back in the backfield on the right side for Chadwick. Out of a shotgun. Appears to be changing up the play at the line of scrimmage. Looks to the sideline. Waits for the call. His tailback behind him is Joseph Cortez. And he'll swing a pass. Left side. They go back to Schrader. Schrader now reverses it. Takes it to the right side of the field. Cuts it upfield. Ball knocked out of there. That's a loose ball. Chadwick tries to pick it up. He does. It's back inside the 35-yard line. That ball was loose. Recovered by the Bears. A big hit popped the ball out of the hands of Schrader. And now the Lions do get the football. It's a recovery by the Lions. It's reversed. So the first turnover of the ball game comes with 11:03 to go, and it comes after a big hit was delivered on the receiver, Nick Schrader. Coughs it up. Lions football. Tee it up at the 33-yard line of the Bears. First down. Dorian Hernandez, the quarterback, sets him down with two receivers either side of the field. Single back in the backfield. He wants to throw. Drops back. Deep drop. Heaves it deep downfield. Got a man in the end zone, and it's just caught incomplete. Looking for Darius Hernandez. Incomplete pass as the Lions went for it all on the first down play after a turnover. 10:56 remaining here in the first quarter. Thanks again for joining us as we are live from Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. Twin receivers left and right again on 2nd and 10 for Hernandez. Man in motion right to left is Emmanuel Sanchez. And the ball is fumbled. That's a loose ball. And it's going to be recovered by the Bears. Bears recovered out across the 40. Turnover right back to you. Ball was punched out of there. And the Bear defense makes a play. We were told to watch Tristan Netherland, which is number 61. He appeared to be the guy that recovered the ball. So right back at you Each defense forces a turnover in this ball game. 10:50 remaining in the first quarter. Here come the Bears offense back onto the field. Clayton Chadwick and company. Let's see if they go for something big on a first down play. Over the middle, that's a catch. It's made by Brian Beltran. Makes a man miss. Got inside the 35-yard line. Down to the 33, that's a first down. Beltran on the catch. That's a 30-yard pitch and catch as Beltran rumbling over the middle. Quick snap, quick pass, right back to Beltran, this time on the left-hand side. Penalty flag in the secondary. Beltran brought down after a gain of 4. Now we'll sort out the penalty. Bears showing they want to go with a hurry-up offense. After that completed pass to Beltran, they went right back to him. Now here comes the penalty call by the officials. The flag was thrown in the secondary of the Lions, but it was thrown quickly on that snap. Bears indicating this may be against the Lions. An illegal substitution. Now, the completed pass would have gained about 4 yards, but they'll take the 5-yard penalty. So it remains first down, but now it's 1st and 5 for the Vernia Bears. 10:32 in the first quarter. We're just underway. Each team has turned it over once. Bears looking to the sideline. Play clock down to 10 as they break out of the huddle. Chadwick. Remember, he can hurt you with his feet as much as he can his arm. Thus far, he's got a couple of completed passes on 1st and 5. Man in motion left to right as Beltran sets up on the right side. Chadwick wants to throw. Has a ton of time. Fires a pass. Left side. Diving attempt, but incomplete. Looking at Darryl Duloc. 2nd and 5 coming up. Protection was terrific that time for Clayton Chadwick. He had a lot of time to be able to zoom on that. Zoom out on those plays. We'll stay wide on the plays. Jacob Howell on the camera. On a 2nd down, a little wider. Chadwick drops back, gonna run. Up the middle, hit, got away from one man, not the second, and down he goes. Tackle made that time by Jacob Garza. First carry of the game for Chadwick. And it brings up 3rd and 3 for the Vernia Bears. This coming off the turnover by the Lions after their defense had forced a turnover. Their offense gave it right back up. 3rd down and 3. Chadwick. Play clock down to 10. Single back in the backfield is Diego Mendoza this time to his left-hand side. Wants to throw again. Over the middle. Got a man. It's intercepted. Taken away by the Lions. Intercepted right there by Derek Perez. Another turnover, and the Lions defense has forced 2. Lions offense races back on the field. Second pick of the game, or check that, second turnover of the game by this Vernia team. Lions take over. 1st and 10 inside their own 10-yard line. That's your only negative side of this as this drive starts deep in your own territory. Dorian Hernandez out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Going to keep it himself. Tries to get to the left-hand side. Got a block. Turns it upfield. Got across the 15 and dives forward for a first down out around the 19-yard line. Hernandez on the carry. Moves the chains. 9:02 to go here in the first quarter of play. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Twin receivers right side. Single receiver left. 2 backs in the backfield. Offset eye behind Hernandez. He waits on this first down play. Takes a snap. Hands the ball off. Running play up the middle, and that goes nowhere. Bears defense was right there. Again, the man in the middle, Tristan Netherland, made the stop. Avishai Dickerson on the carry, but he'll gain a kind yard on the spot. bringing up 2nd and 9. 8:25 to go here in the first quarter. Lions with the football. From Féria. Hernandez wants to pass, fires it. He's got a man caught across the 30-yard line. That's enough for a first down. He goes to Emmanuel Sanchez, and that's a 13-yard pitch and catch on the completed pass. This drive started inside the 10. Lions out across the 31, right at the 32-yard line for Dorian Hernandez. Out of a shotgun. Hands it off. This is going to be Dickerson up the middle. Got a couple of yards as he got it out across the 34 to 35, all the way out just beyond the 35 on that carry. 2nd and 6 coming up. Lions in a hurry-up offense, no huddle. Hernandez takes a quick snap, hands it off, and this is going to be Dickerson, hit off his feet. Got maybe a half yard. That was quickly shut down by the Vernia Lions, Ty Halsey. And so 3rd and 5 coming up for the Féria Lions. Dorian Hernandez again in a hurry-up mode. Play clock's at 25, and he's ready to take the snap. To his right side is Dickerson. 2 receivers right side. On 3rd and 5, wants to throw, fires it left side, got a man, that's a first down. He goes back to Sanchez, out of bounds, right about the midfield stripe, as they gain 13 more yards on another catch by Sanchez. Lions moving the ball methodically downfield. 7:09 to go in the first quarter. Hernandez takes a snap, keeps it on a read, running play left side. Loses the football again, and it's going to be recovered by the Bears. He tried to stretch out, get the extra yards. Now the officials talking it over, and they're going to say he was down by contact. The ground caused the fumble, says the official, and the Lions breathe a sigh of relief. 2nd down play coming up. That was a near turnover. It's as close as you get. Hernandez credited for a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Féria Lions. Clock running with 7 minutes to go. Lions settling down just a bit. 2 receivers either side of the field. Hernandez sends a man in motion left to right. That's Sanchez. Gets a handoff, gets hit, and down he goes. Bears defense makes a play there. Getting through there was Diego Mendoza. Emmanuel Sanchez on the carry. He ends up losing 2 on the play. And 3rd and long coming up for the Féria Lions. If nothing else, the Lions did get the ball and move it across the midfield stripe on this drive. On 3rd and long, Hernandez rolls out, buys some time, looking, goes downfield, deep ball in traffic. That's going to be tipped away and incomplete. Stops play with 6:16 remaining here in this first quarter of play. They were going back for Sanchez. Nice coverage out there by Chris Johnson, the senior, for the Vernia Bears. 4th down. Lions bring in the punt team. Bears send no one back to return this kick. And now they'll drop a man back. Meanwhile, the snap gets there. The kick is away. It's a high, wobbly kick. It will be fielded, and a fair catch is made just outside the 15-yard line. That's where the Bears will take over. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Their offense on the field after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Quito and Letty Signs, owners of the Farm and Ranch Store in San Isidro, find banking with Flora Fagan and First Community Bank in McAllen a perfect fit.
Make FCB your bank.
Bears football on 1st down. Quick snap, quick handoff. Running play out across the 20-yard line to the 24. First carry of the ball game. Just off left tackle, Diego Mendoza. By the time he's brought down, that's a 6-yard gain. And Lavernia's offense back on the field, trying to move the ball downfield. They fumbled it on their first possession, were picked on their second. Still a scoreless game. Here's a quick pass right side. That's complete over the middle, across the 40, with some room on his feet. Schrader breaks another tackle, got inside the 45 of the Féria Lions. That's a big gain. That's a 32-yard gain on a catch by Schrader. And he was an eyelash for breaking that for the score. First down from the Féria 44 as the Vernia Bears set it down on a first down play. Chadwick. Right now, he's 3 of 5 in the passing game. Wants to throw again on a deep drop. Looking, has a ton of time. Now he goes over the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. And a lot of traffic down there for the Féria Lions. It was Elijah Vela. He ended up getting tangled up with 2 different receivers. Daryl Duluk was down there. It looked like Kyle Gates was the other man in the vicinity. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 5:11 to go in the first quarter. Bears with the football at the Lion 44. A lot of movement up front. Penalty on the play. Chadwick's going to run. Buy some time. Rolls out right-hand side. They try to contain him. He's hit and down he goes. Now we'll sort out the penalty. Looked like the Lions jumped off sides. It is. That would have been a 5-yard loss on the tackle made, but officials have already indicated that's a 5-yard penalty. A third penalty against the Lions here in this first quarter of play. 4:59 remaining. Mark the ball down at the 39. Still second down, now 5 yards to go for the Vernia Bears. Clayton Chadwick out of a shotgun formation. 2 receivers out to the left-hand side. He's got receivers all over the place he can hit. Hands it off, running play left side, trying to get to the outside, and they do, turning it upfield. Short gain on the play, inside the 33. First carry of the game for Carson Duncan. That's enough for a first down, as he'll gain 6. New set of downs for the Bears, now at the Lion 32. 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Chadwick turns, hands the ball off. Another running play. This time it's Duncan again. That football comes loose. They say it was down. Duncan brought down, but not before he gains 4. Second down. Offensively, Vernia now with 76 yards of offense. 18 on the ground, 58 through the air. 4 minutes and counting in the first quarter of play. Chadwick. Low snap, turns, hands the ball off. Running play right side, Joseph Cortez inside the 25. That should be enough for a first down. Depending on the spot. They put it down at the 23. That's enough for a first down. 6 yards for Cortez on his first carry. 4 different ball carriers thus far in the game for the Vernia Bears have carried the football. Chadwick brings him up to the line. 2 receivers left side on this first down play. Hand up the middle inside the 20-yard line. Then stood up there. Cortez on another carry. We'll get 5. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Each team has shown they can move the football against the other. Both defenses have forced turnovers in this football game. And it's second down. A little over 5 yards to go. Chadwick on the read. Runs it up the middle. Hit. Stood up. Didn't get to the 15. They'll finally keep the play alive, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. They never blew the play dead, and Chadwick never stopped running. 2:34 to go. It looked like that play was shut down. And a touchdown for the Bears. 16-yard scamper for Chadwick. Extra point coming up. It looked like that had all but stalled at the line of scrimmage, about a yard beyond that. The old adage of play through to the whistle. Chadwick never stopped churning those feet. Extra point coming up for the Bears. Brian Beltran, the kicker, booms the ball high, deep, and good. Vernia draws first blood. They lead 7-0. Kickoff after this.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and the Vernia Bears on top in this one, 7-0, thanks to a touchdown run by their quarterback on a play which never seemed to end. Clayton Chadwick put it in the end zone. Kickoff by the Bears. It's a short kick to the side of the field. That goes out of bounds. And so the Féria Lions will send the offense onto the field to start another drive. Lions with 47 yards of offense. Most of that came on that last drive. And with 2:34 left here in the first quarter, the Lions have the football back out on their own 33-yard line to start a drive. Dorian Hernandez, 2 of 4 in the passing game for 26 yards. He's rushed the ball a couple times for 17 yards. On a read, hands it off this time, trying to bounce to the outside. Not much room there on a carry by Angel Garcia. He'll gain 3, 2nd and 7 coming up for the Féria Lions. Turnovers have been a story. They just didn't produce points till that last Vernia drive. Hernandez keeps it himself this time, is hit, and down he goes. Tackle made that time by Ty Halsey. Hernandez thought he could slip that tackle, nothing doing, as Halsey, his assignment was to go after the quarterback on that read. 3rd and long, quick 2 downs for the Féria Lions. Minute 45 to go in the first quarter. Hernandez wants to throw now over the middle of the field. Got a man, that's caught across the midfield stripe. That's a first down, pitch and catch to Darius Hernandez. 14 yards on the catch. Chains will move. The drive stays alive for the Féria Lions. Hernandez ready to go on this next first down play with 1:32 to go. Goes deep down the left sideline. Got a man, but it's overthrown. Over there in the direction of Eric Alegria. Incomplete pass, though, by Hernandez. 3 of 6 now for 40 yards in the game, in the passing game for the Féria Lions. Dorian Hernandez drops back to throw again. Swings a pass over here in the flats. It's going to be caught, looking for a block, but nothing doing. Bears cover that up. Darius Hernandez on the catch. Ends up losing a yard on the play. And another 3rd down for the Féria Lions. It's 3rd and long. Call it 11. With a minute left here in the first quarter. 3 receiver set left-hand side for the Lions. Hernandez drops back to throw, looking. Has a little time. Now he's pressured. Now he runs up the middle, runs into his own man, and here comes the defense to knock him off his feet. Secondary covered that one up nicely for the Bears. Hernandez on the carry ends up losing a couple of yards as he just ran into his own man as he finally made the decision to break up field. Clock running with 34 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Punt formation for the Féria Lions as Darius Hernandez stands back inside his own 40-yard line. Gets the kick away, spiraling kick. This is returnable from the 20. Here come the Bears. Look out. 30, 35-yard line and more to the 40, diving across the 40. On the return that time, Jimmy Elrod. And so the Vernia Lions will have good field position to start this drive. Already up 7-0 in this game. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Thanks again to the advertisers that are assisting us. The Area Chamber of Commerce in Féria assisting us with a late surge of some advertising assistance to get us over the edge on the $1,000 fee to get this game broadcast. First Community Bank, LF Boswell Ford also assisting us, and some of the other advertisers that you see here on this game. Running play right side, and that goes for a couple of yards by Diego Mendoza. Gains 3 yards on the play, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Each team turned it over. Vernia Bears, only team to put it in the end zone. They lead 7-0, second quarter after this.
School football doesn't get any bigger than this. Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL Football State Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 19th on Fox Sports Southwest and the Fox Sports app.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
At Boswell Elliott Ford, our service department is top-notch. We have the expertise to service any brand at a price that will make you smile. BoswellElliotFord.com in San Benito. Here for generations.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com and the Féria Lions. Getting some last-second instructions from their coach as their defense makes their way back out on the football field. Meanwhile, here come the Vernia Bears, who lead the game 7-0 as we start this second quarter. They'll face a 2nd and 8 from their own 43-yard line. 106 yards of offense for Vernia in that first quarter. Chadwick, the quarterback, the only guy that got in the end zone. He ran for a touchdown. Throws it this time. Crossing pattern. That's a completed pass inside the 45. Beltran on the catch. Moves the chains. His second catch of the night. He's now got 46 receiving yards. And Chadwick now 4 of 7 for 74 yards in this game and counting. First down for the Bears. It's all starting with protection right now for Chadwick. He's got time to hit these receivers. Low snap this time. Hands it off. Running play left side inside the 35. That's a quick 7-yard gain for Diego Mendoza. Talking things over on the scouting of this game, we were told Vernia will simply look at what the defense is offering. If it's a 3-man front, you'll see them run the football. Here's a running play. And that's a first down inside the 30-yard line on a carry by Carson Duncan. He'll gain 8. For Duncan, that's 3 carries for 18 yards. Chains move again, and the Vernia Bears ready to take the next snap on this first down play. Running play up the middle this time, and that goes for a yard, no more than that, by Duncan. Might get 2. No gain on the play, says the official. 2nd and 10. Clayton Chadwick with 10:32 to go in the half. Takes a low snap, fires a pass. That's going to be caught and a big hit delivered, knocking Nick Schrader off his feet. Good enough for an 8-yard gain. Make it a 6-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 4 for the Bears. They go in the huddle for a rare occasion. Break out of the huddle on 3rd and 4. Got to get it across the 18-yard line to get a first down. Chadwick sends a man in motion right to left. Rolls out, looking. Here comes some pressure. Runs it upfield. Got hit, and down he goes. Lions defense make the play that time. And it brings up 4th down for the Vernia Bears. And they'll bring in right now. No indication that the field goal team's coming in. They're leaving the offense on the field right now on 4th down. Play clock still at 18. Bears will line up to go for it here. 4th and 4. Leading 7-0. Chadwick. 5 on the play clock. Takes a snap. Wants to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught and a touchdown. On 4th down, Nick Schrader reels it in. Schrader had a defender with him step for step. Out-muscled him for the football. In the end zone he goes for the score. For Schrader, his 4th catch of the game. Extra point for the Bears is good. 9:06 remaining in the first half. Bears up 14. Kickoff after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Phil and Mary Alice Oxford decided to build a new Palm Valley Gymnastics and Dance, Ricky Leal at First Community Bank provided easy and affordable financing.
Make FCB your bank.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and we are in the second quarter of play with the Vernia Bears in this regional semifinals, on top by a couple of scores over the Féria Lions. Bears now with 165 yards of offense compared to 62 for the Féria Lions. The Bears' offense is in sync right now. A high kickoff. This is returnable for the Lions. They'll let that bounce and roll into the end zone, as Eric Alegria made the effort and then decided to let that go. So the Lions will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. It's not panic time on the Féria side, but they do need some production on the scoreboard here with 9:06 remaining in the second quarter. Their defense has done some things right for Féria, forcing a couple of turnovers, just no points on the board. This offense has found themselves in a lot of 3rd and longs. It's 1st and 2nd down, just not producing a lot of yardage. Dorian Hernandez on 1st down here from his own 25 is going to run an option, running play right-hand side, out across the 25 to the 30, 31-yard line. That's a nice 6-yard gain by Avishai Dixon. And so here's the difference. Now it's 2nd and 4. A lot of things you can do here on the Féria side on a 2nd and a shorter 4 yards to go. Hernandez keeps it himself, dives out across the 38 to the 39-yard line. That's a 1st down. Dorian Hernandez now with 5 carries for 24 yards for the Féria Lions. 8:31 to go here in this first half of play. Lions on a 1st down play. Hernandez keeps it back behind him now on this play. Turns, hands it off, straight up the middle. This is Dickerson out across the 45. Stays on his feet, stretches forward to the midfield stripe, and that's an 11-yard gain for Avishai Dickerson. For Dickerson, 5 carries, 23 yards. Lions have shown they can move the ball at times against this Bears team. Dickerson again, this time, takes on a tackler. Here comes 3 more, and 4 more put him to the ground. Dickerson with a head of steam ends up gaining 3, closer to 4 on that play. Stays in the game to the right side of Dorian Hernandez on 2nd down. Short 7, long 6. You make the call there. 3 receivers left-hand side for Hernandez. On 2nd down. On the read, gonna pass over the middle, behind his man, incomplete. Looking at Darius Hernandez, Dorian threw that well behind him. He's now 4 of 8, throwing the football for 39 yards. And so on 3rd and 7, Bears showing some pressure coming left-hand side on the defense. They back off. Here comes the pressure up the middle. Hernandez runs into his own man again and gets thrown down. He tried to sidestep big number 52 that time, Nathan Morales. But Hernandez is dropped And so the drive comes to an end, at least thus far it has. Although Féria is not sending in the punt team just yet. And now they'll drop back in punt formation. There's Darius Hernandez. Stands back inside his 45. 6:51 remaining in the half. Good snap. Hernandez gets the kick away. High spiraling kick. Back around the 10-yard line. Fielded there. Man slips the tackle out across the 20-yard line and more. 25. Upended at the 29-yard line. And so the Vernia Bears will put the offense back on the football field. Hannah leading 32-27 in their game. That's in the fourth quarter. Vernia here in this one, up 14-0 with 6:32 remaining. And a first down play for Clayton Chadwick. Out of a shotgun formation, 2 receivers on his right side. Hands the ball off, running play up the middle, outside the 30 to 31. Joseph Cortez on the carry. Gains 3. His third carry of the game for 14 yards for the Vernia Bears. Vernia has outgained Féria 168-90 in the offensive yards. Second down and 7 for Chadwick. On a play action, wants to throw. Pressure up the middle, and he is thrown down. Lions defense makes a play there. They sack Chadwick. Bringing up third down and long for the Vernia Bears. Lions brought a little extra pressure that time. And so third down, call it every bit of 15 yards to go. Got to get it out near the 40-yard line for a first down. Chadwick empties the backfield, drops back to throw. Here comes the pressure, sets up a screen. Catch is made across the 30, upended at the 35, short of a first down. Diego Mendoza on that catch. That was Beltran on the catch. And so punting time for the Vernia Bears. Zach Scott, the senior, stands back in punt formation. Lions will send back Noah Conde to return this punt. 4th and 5. Snap is a good one. The kick is away. Conde has to let that one go. It takes a long roll, and inside the end zone it goes. 4:33 remaining in the half. Lions take over after this.
Ladies, does your man need to lose weight, gain muscle mass, or increase his stamina and endurance? Has he been procrastinating about going to the doctor? Is he having health issues like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or poor blood circulation? Alpha Men's Primary Care is the answer. Call today and learn how they can help your man increase his stamina and endurance. Start living a healthier lifestyle and feeling younger. Call Alpha Men's Primary Care today. A family practice for men, by men.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com. The Féria Lions with the football. 4:33 to go in the half. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Hernandez keeps it himself. Makes a man miss. Got outside the 30-yard line. That should be enough for a first down on a Dorian Hernandez carry. They spot it just an inch shy of the 30, so it is a first down. It's a 10-yard gain for Hernandez. He's now got 7 carries for 33 yards in the game. 2 backs in the backfield with him on this play. A lot of confusion. Hernandez now going to keep it. Tries to run to the outside, looking for a block. Can't get back to the line of scrimmage. And there was severe confusion that time as Angel Garcia, Emmanuel Sanchez, and Dorian Hernandez all converged, wanting the football after that snap. 3:50 to go here in the half. Lions with the football. On this second down play. Hernandez takes a snap, hands it off. He keeps it himself. Nice ball fake that time by Hernandez. Got out to the 34. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Féria Lions. 3:19 left in the half. Lions will get the ball to start the second half. As you start scanning the scenarios here for how to script out the final few minutes of this half. Hernandez wants to throw. Straight drop back. Fires a pass. Got a man. That's caught. First down out across the 44-yard line. Just an easy pitch and catch to Darius Hernandez for his 3rd catch of the game. And this drive will stay alive for the Lions. It's between the 25 and 30-yard line of the Bears. The Lions have been able to move the football. It's there. The Lions haven't been able to push it further downfield. This Bear defense gets stingier and stingier when the ball crosses the midfield stripe. First down, Hernandez swings a pass. Caught out across the 45, taking on a tackler to the midfield stripe. Backing in for a couple extra yards, Emmanuel Sanchez. That'll be his 3rd catch of the game. That's a 9-yard gain for the Lions. Dorian Hernandez now 6 of 10 for 59 yards in the game. On 2nd and 1. Takes a snap, runs the option, run play, right side. That's a first down. Angel Garcia just drives out to the 40-yard line. He gains 6 yards on that carry. 2:24 remaining here in this first half. This is where the Bears defense has stood up, right about here. Dorian Hernandez on first down, wants to throw, now swings it right side. Got a man out across the 28-yard line. They quickly cover that up. Noah Conda on the catch. That's an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Lions. Under 2 minutes left here in the half, and timeout called by the Bears. Vernia. Like I said, their defense gets stingy here. They gave up that yardage, want to talk it over. They lead 14-0. Lions with the football after this.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back here, and thanks again for joining us from Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm Joe Bowling for RioSportsLive.com. Féria Lions on a 2nd and short after the timeout. Minute 55 left here in the half. Hernandez keeps 2 backs back there with him on this play. Runs an option, keeps it himself, runs to the 30, got a first down as he stretches out. And for Dorian Hernandez, that's his 10th carry of the game. 40 yards on the ground for Hernandez. Ball at the 30-yard line of the Vernia Bears. Minute 43 left. Féria has all 3 timeouts left with a minute 40 left here in the half. On first down. Hernandez swings a pass left side. That may be a fumble. The ball rolls forward and out of bounds. That was a lateral, says the official. And that ball will be marked down. Where will they mark it down at? They're going to say the ball was touched last by a Féria Lion at the 32. So that's a loss of 3 on the play. Loss of 2, making it 2nd and 12. Dorian Hernandez on 2nd down. Looks to the sideline now with a minute 29 left here in the first half. On 2nd down, Hernandez takes a snap. Drops back to throw. Pressure up the middle. Now he gets rid of the ball. Deep ball left-hand side in the end zone. That's going to be picked off. Picked off by the Bears. John Michael Kadramas with the pick. Lions went for it all in the end zone. Bears make the play. Minute 21 left in the half. Vernia offense will get their hands on the football one more time. From the 20-yard line, Vernia has 2 timeouts left. See how greedy they get, knowing the Féria Lions will get the ball to start the second half. Clayton Chadwick in the ball game, 7 of 10 for 111 yards and a touchdown, has been picked once. Sets him down here on 1st and 10 after the interception in the end zone. Chadwick drops back to throw. A lot of time, ton of time. Runs up the middle, hit by one, got away from another, makes another miss, and strides out across the 25. Ends up gaining 5. Second down coming up with 1:06 left here in the half. Bears out of a no huddle. Chadwick on 2nd and 5. Takes a snap again, drops back. Quick pass this time, left-hand side. Man tackled. They stay inbounds. Catch was made by Kyle Gates. Clock running with 48 seconds to go in the half. Chadwick ready to go. Drops back to throw again. Left-hand side, that's underthrown, incomplete. Looking at Darrell Dulick. Clock stops with 41 seconds to go in the half. On 2nd down and 10. Féria will get the ball to start the second half. They'd like to get a stop right here and be down no less than 14. Chadwick wants some more. Looks, throws. Left-hand side, that's going to be caught, quickly covered. Catch made by Dulick. His first catch of the night. Gain of 8. Clock will run. 30 seconds to go. Vernia will call a timeout. They lead 14-0. They still have the football. 2nd and 1 coming up after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jim Tipton and son Nick at Tipton Auto Group wanted to add a new Hyundai dealership, Walter Pocket and First Community Bank had the perfect financing solution.
Make FCB your bank.
Fans, we want to take this time to thank Alamo Ironworks for helping sponsor this broadcast. Alamo Ironworks for all your industrial steel needs, industrial supplies, steel products, and fabrications. Alamo Ironworks on the Expressway in Edinburgh, Texas. Back here after the timeout, Vernia Bears have a 3rd down and 1 with 31 seconds left here in the half. Chadwick rolls out, gonna try to run it. Got close to first down yardage, dropped right at the 39-yard line. Initial indication is he did not get a first down. Féria has 3 timeouts left. They're content to go into the halftime locker room down 14. Vernia, with 1 timeout remaining, may take one and take one more chance, or they may just let it run out. With 1 second to go, they do take a timeout. So Vernia will have one more play to close out this first half. They let the clock run down to 1 second. The Lions thought they were running into the halftime locker room. Nothing doing just yet. Clayton Chadwick and company will draw up one more play here to close out this regional semifinal game. Here at Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. Football at the 40-yard line for the Bears. Chadwick thus far in the game, 9 of 13 for 127 yards. Bears with 192 yards of offense in the first half. Looking for something big here to close out the half. 4th and 1. Chadwick drops back. Steps up, looks to throw. Delivers that ball incomplete on the sidelines, and that takes us to the half. Vernia Bears on top in this one, 14-0. Halftime has arrived. The regional semifinal continues. We'll have the halftime break after this.
I opened Alex Laurent with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex Laurent, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
McDonald's owner Anna O'Quinn found Walter Pocket, the financing and complete range of banking services at First Community Bank to be the perfect combo.
Make FCB your bank.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and right now the Féria dance team is out on the field. They'll be with the first performance here of the halftime break. Hannah gets close, my friends, but drops it to Brandeis, 33-32. That's a final. Westaco will be playing later on this afternoon, and then Mission Veterans tonight as the numbers dwindle here in round 3. Some may say that's the norm, my friends. Go ahead and close that door right there. 21 minutes on the clock. I'm going to take the headset off. That means I can share a microphone here right now. One Kevin Naro, sports writer for the Valley Morning Star. Been down there on the sideline throughout the first half. Kevin, 14-point ball game. Defense has made some play in the first half. Ultimately, you're looking at it from a Lions perspective. Some what-ifs there, but certainly in a ball game.
Yeah, and it really starts, the way the game started, it should have been the Féria ball on that kickoff. Everyone down there thought that was a missed call. Either way, Féria gets the ball back at the 25-30, deep in the Vernia territory. That was their chance to punch him in the mouth, first opportunity. Dorian Hernandez, he is having a heck of a junior year, but he looks a little rattled that first half. He doesn't look like his normal self. That last drive there is it's a backbreaker, Joe. They had the momentum. They had that 4-minute offense, so to speak. They could have been down 14-7. I like the play call deep. I just think you look for your best guy, and that's Darius Hernandez on that play there. But Féria is still in this football game. Look for them to keep running the ball with Dickerson. He's starting to find lanes are starting to open up for him. Just get Dorian in his comfort zone. This is an up-tempo offense. So hopefully Féria can put something together. It's only 14-0.
Clayton Chadwick, on the other hand, when he's got time, Kevin, he is lights out good. The Lions started bringing some additional pressure there to close out that first half. Do you expect that in the second half?
I do, and hanging around the defense. That was one thing that the coaches did like. The pressure is there. It's just a matter of executing. Jacob Garza, the senior linebacker, number 30, he's having a heck of a ball game. The kid's just everywhere in that first half.
Talk about the Féria Lions and their approach to this football game, Kevin. You got a chance to cover these guys. I know you guys have been writing some articles about them. Just how magical is it that they've made it to this round 3 here?
It's been quite a while since they've made it to the third round. Obviously, if they make it to the fourth round, that would be the first time in program history. Myself and Roy Hess were out there earlier this week at practice, and it's just more than these kids all lining up. It's about the community and how everyone in Féria has really rallied around them. And it's been a good while since they've had a really good football team. And it's fun to see. And not only Féria has rallied around them. We had people in Harlingen and San Benito asking me last night at Bobby Marrow. I said, "Are you going to go check out the Lions?" I said, "Yeah." So everyone's excited to see the Lions. And, if they can put something together here, I think this is a game we probably will be talking about for a long time if La Feria comes back and wins.
La Feria will get the ball to start the second half. Kevin, what kind of offense do you see right out of the gate?
I think you're going to have to get back to your bread and butter, and it's an up-tempo offense. Look for the screen game with Darius, with Noah Conde, and then, you're going to take your shots. You're going to take your shots, and again, you have to go to your best weapon, and that's Darius Hernandez. He's been your go-to guy all year, and I like what they did in that last drive. They set up the screens, they established the run, they went a little RPO with Dorian running the football. If they can establish that, calm him down, get him back into his mode, because he looks rattled right now. Get him back into his mode, settle him in, and then you can take your shots. Vernia
on the other side, a poised football team. Kevin, do you sense anything on their sidelines when you're walking around down there as far as how they look going into the second half?
They look fine. Right now they're in control of this football game, and really what they're doing well is they're tackling. They're tackling really well, and against athletes like La Feria, you can't allow yards after catch. So I think that's what the Bears are doing really well.
That's Kevin Naro. His story will be posted a little bit later on today before the night's over. Of course, you'll be able to read that tomorrow in the Valley Morning Stars. He's up here in Corpus Christi covering the La Feria Lions. Vernia on top by the score of 14-0. I'll run down some stats for you and get you set for the second half. La Feria Marching Band continues to perform on the field. We'll be back after this.
At Boswell Elliott Ford, we believe in straight talk, fair prices, and providing premium service before and after the sale, and we'll always work to earn your trust in business. Come see us at Boswell Elliott Ford, San Benito, here for generations.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Dr. Armando Salazar decided to build new dental offices in Port Isabel, John Reed at First Community Bank had the perfect financing options.
Make FCB your bank.
Today's contest is sponsored in part by the South Texas Collaborative for Housing Development, where the mission is to increase affordable housing production throughout the Rio Grande Valley by facilitating partnerships and improving communication between nonprofit organizations, government, and private sector. Work with all sections of the community and make decent sale and affordable housing available to all residents of the Rio Grande Valley. For more information today, contact South Texas Collaborative for Housing Development today.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today. Back here as the La Feria Marching Band continues to perform here at the halftime on a sun-soaked field in Corpus Christi, Texas at Buccaneer Stadium. Running down statistically what happened in this first half, Vernia with the lead had 192 yards of offense, 65 on the ground, 127 through the air. Their leading rusher in the game had just 18 yards on the ground. That was Carson Duncan on 4 carries, but they had 4 players that were right there with him. Chadwick ended up with 6 carries for 17 yards, 16 yards on 3 carries for Diego Mendoza, and 14 yards on 3 carries for Joseph Carter. In the passing game, 9 of 13 for the 127 for Clayton Chadwick. Threw a touchdown, also was picked. Leading receiver in the game, Nick Schrader, has 4 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. 3 catches for Brian Beltran for 54 yards. Then a catch each for Daryl Dulek and Kyle Gates. For the LaFeria Lions, their offense generated 139 yards in that first half. On the ground, 72 yards. In the air, 62 yards. Check that, 67 yards. Dorian Hernandez leads the way in the rushing game. 10 carries for 40 yards. Behind him, 6 carries for Avishai Dixon for 27 yards. Hernandez in the air, 7-11 for 67 yards. 1 interception. Leading receiver, Darius Hernandez and Manuel Sanchez, each with 3 catches. Sanchez with 35 yards through the air and 24 yards for Darius Hernandez. A catch also for Noah Conda. Now the Bears performers will make their way onto the field. We're nearly halfway through this halftime. No sign of either team. You don't expect that for another good 7 to 8 minutes. Still 13 minutes remaining. Fans asking all day, well, where's the Hannah game? Where will the Westaco game be? Where's the Mission Vets game be? Again, I applied for the rights to all of those games, and I got the email back saying that we were able to broadcast the 3 games. The San Benito game last night, the Avella game last night, and this one here for the LaFeria Lions. We applied for all 6. We were told that NFHS had the rights and they weren't going to grant rights to anyone else. Now we're seeing today that other outlets are being allowed to broadcast the game. So we're going to look into that as far as if anyone makes it into this next round to try to make sure we're there for coverage. Yours truly would pack up in the blink of an eye if they told me right now I got the rights to do that Mission Vets game. We wanted to do that game. We were prepared and committed to doing that game. And we had the advertising dollars to back it up. But we were told the rights just weren't going to be granted. So fans wanting to watch that Mission Vets game, we did what we could. So apologies on that end. But the apology really is, I'll show you the email. I'd love to send it out, and you guys can chime into them and ask why. Why is it allowed that other people can stream that game, and yet the company that's been covering all the games here in the area throughout the season kind of got a shutout on this one. So we'll get back with the second half of this one, and we'll also talk to you about some additional games coming up, including some big basketball coverage coming up this next week as the excitement level ramps up. Little tournament going on in Los Fresnos. Tell you all about that next.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas Spice cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the Boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
At Boswell Elliott Ford, our service department is top-notch. We have the expertise to service any brand at a price that will make you smile. BoswellElliotFord.com in San Benito. here for generations.
McAllen Nuts and Bolts. RGV owned since 1981 at the same location for over 35 years. By the old railroad tracks on Old 83 on 23rd Street. Your leading local industrial supplier with the largest inventory of all fasteners, nuts, bolts, screws, washers, GR8 stainless for municipalities, county, contractors, steel erectors, and do-it-yourselfers. Offering the best quality with the top-of-the-line name brand products. Over-the-counter attention where everyone gets taken care of, one person at a time. Valley-wide delivery, supporter of RGV high schools and athletes. McAllen Nuts and Bolts. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Back here as the Féria Lions start making their way back out on the field. They are early. 7:50 before the halftime concludes, and the marching band of the Vernia Bears, meanwhile, is on the field. As you can see, the Lions coming out, ready to go, ready to get this thing going. They'll have the ball to start the second half. Down 14 as the Bears are on top. We'll take a quick break. What's going on with my camera? Back after this.
Ladies, does your man need to lose weight, gain muscle mass, or increase his stamina and endurance? Has he been procrastinating about going to the doctor? Is he having health issues like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or poor blood circulation? Alpha Men's Primary Care is the answer. Call today and learn how they can help your man increase his stamina and endurance. Start living a healthier lifestyle and feeling younger. Call Alpha Men's Primary Care today. A family practice for men, by men.
At Boswell Elliott Ford, we believe in straight talk, fair prices, and providing premium service before and after the sale, and we'll always work to earn your trust in business. Come see us at Boswell Elliott Ford, San Benito, here for generations.
One of today's sponsors for this game is the Féria Area Chamber of Commerce. Fans, when thinking about your need for shopping or for services, then help support the local businesses in the community. Best of luck to the teams in today's game, and remember to shop Féria first from the Féria Area Chamber of Commerce.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday on Fox Sports Southwest. The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Quito and Letty Signs, owners of the Farm and Ranch Store in San Isidro, find banking with Florida Fagan and First Community Bank in McAllen a perfect fit.
Make FCB your bank.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
School football doesn't get any bigger than this. Fox Sports Southwest is your home for the UIL Football State Championships at AT&T Stadium. The battle for bragging rights starts December 19th on Fox Sports Southwest and the Fox Sports app.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday.
At Boswell Elliott Ford, our service department is top-notch. We have the expertise to service any brand at a price that will make you smile. BoswellEllittFord.com in San Benito. Here for generations.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Phil and Mary Alice Oxford decided to build a new Palm Valley Gymnastics and Dance, Ricky Leal at First Community Bank provided easy and affordable financing.
Make FCB your bank.
Ladies, does your man need to lose weight, gain muscle mass, or increase his stamina and endurance? Has he been procrastinating about going to the doctor? Is he having health issues like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or poor blood circulation? Alpha Men's Primary Care is the answer. Call today and learn how they can help your man increase his stamina and endurance. Start living a healthier lifestyle and feeling younger. Call Alpha Men's Primary Care today. A family practice for men, by men.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champion. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com as we see the Lions making their way back onto the field. We've already got the arrival of the Bears. As with 12 minutes to go here, we are ready to roll to start this third quarter of play. The Féria Lions at Buccaneer Stadium taking on Vernia's Bears. Thanks again for joining us here as we get set for the second half. Lavernia on top 14-0. Lions will get the ball to start the second half. And our thanks again for you joining us here for our broadcast. Fans, again, we were talking about the rights. The way the rights work is the UIL initially was with the contract with Fox Sports to allow the rights to be distributed. Secondary rights were given to NFHS. They had first rights on games in which they could broadcast, and they did elect to pick up the broadcasting of the games. Now, school broadcasts are allowed, and so we're working towards next year of being affiliated with more and more schools so that we can come in under that part of the broadcast agreement to pick up more and more games. Lavernia to kick the ball off, the Féria Lions ready to return it, and the third quarter will begin. A high kick. This is returnable. Lions will get it across the 10, running right to left to the 15, and then out to the 20. Now down the sideline to the 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, midfield 40. One block to get to the 30 and then tackled there. No flags on this return. That's how the third quarter begins. Huge return by Derek Perez. And a last man standing tackle made by Brian Beltran. But the Lions start in Bear territory. And going back to the first half, this is as deep as the Lions has been on the football field since the first possession of the game after they recovered a fumble. Hernandez on first down. Hands it off. Running play off left tackle. Now finally blow that play dead. They had hit Avishai Dickerson back at the line of scrimmage. They drove him back. Meanwhile, the football had come out of there, but the Lions recover that. So it's second down and 1 to go, or check it, 2nd and 9 for the Féria Lions. Dorian Hernandez on this second down play. Swings a pass out left-hand side, out across the 20. Driving hard, down inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. That's a first down. Catch made by Emmanuel Sanchez, his 4th catch of the game. The Féria Lions trying to draw first blood here in the second half. 1st and 10 from the red zone. Handoff, running play, Dickerson hit, stays on his feet, but 2 more guys over there to greet him. 5 players in there on the tackle for the Lavernia Bears. On that carry by Dickerson, he'll end up gaining 3. I had some coaches tell me many a time, hey, give me 3 yards and guarantee me I'll get 3 yards every time. I'll run it 4 yards or 4 times every series and keep getting first downs till I score. 2nd down and 7. Up the middle. Here's Dickerson to the house. Touchdown Lions. Darius Avishai Dickerson in the end zone. Touchdown Féria. And that's how quickly this turns into a ball game. Kickoff return. Few plays later, Féria Lions in the end zone. Extra point coming up for the Féria Lions. Kick is away, nearly blocked, but it's good. Less than 2 minutes into the second half. Féria on the scoreboard. Lavernia gets the football after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jim Tipton and son Nick at Tipton Auto Group wanted to add a new Hyundai dealership, Walter Pocket and First Community Bank had the perfect financing solution.
Make FCB your bank.
Fans, we want to take this time to thank Alamo Ironworks for helping sponsor this broadcast. Alamo Ironworks for all your industrial steel needs, industrial supplies, steel products, and fabrications. Alamo Ironworks on the Expressway in Edinburgh, Texas. Want to welcome you back here as the Féria Lions send their kicking team onto the football field. The Lavernia Bears led 14-0 at halftime. They now look up and After a minute and 40 seconds of play here in the third quarter, that lead has been cut in half. Bears will get their hands on the football, though, and this offense is potent, my friends. It can score points in a hurry. Kickoff is going to be returnable. Now they let it roll inside the end zone. And so the Bears will elect to send the offense out from their own 25-yard line to start the drive. Clayton Chadwick, who in the first half was 9 of 13 for 127 yards, a touchdown and an interception, and 17 yards on the ground. Dare I say it, that was a quiet first half for him. And yet his team was up by a couple of scores heading into the break. As Chadwick brings them out here on this first drive of the second half for the Bears, now responding to a touchdown score by the LaFeria Lions. Chadwick in a shotgun. Keeps Diego Mendoza to his right-hand side. Gonna throw. Rolls out right side. Looking. Now he's going to get to the sideline and gets out of bounds. Good containment that time by the LaFeria Lions. Chadwick, short gain. Give him 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. When Chadwick was effective in that first half, it was when there was little to no pressure at all coming from the LaFeria Lions. They're bringing a little added pressure right now at him. Start with a 3-man front here. Man in motion left to right is Beltran. On a read, they'll hand it off. Running play, and that goes for maybe a yard. Tackle that time made by the LaFeria Lions. Victor Luna made the stop. Short gain brings up 3rd and long. Vernia converted on some 3rd and longs in the first half. If you're scripting this, LaFeria gets the early score, get a 3 and out. You'd love to get your hands on the football and carry that momentum. Chadwick could stop that momentum right here in its tracks. Rolls out right-hand side, fires a pass, got a man, overthrown, incomplete. In the direction of Kyle Gates. And so, yes, momentum has made its way to the LaFeria side of the football field to start this second half. A kick return, a quick score by the offense, and a 3 and out by the defense. 2 men back to return this punt for the Lions. 9:33 left here in the third quarter. Lions should get decent field position out of this. Punt is away. It's a dandy. It's going to take a bounce for the Lions out across the 38 to the 39. They'll touch it around the 38. And that's where the LaFeria Lions will send their offense out onto the football field. Now here, this drive, the Lions now with an opportunity to come down and tie this game. Talked about it with Kevin, sports writer for the Valley Morning Star during our halftime break. Do you dare get greedy? And if you do so, what personnel do you go with to go for something big? Dorian Hernandez out of a shotgun, takes a snap, swings a pass out right-hand side. Oh, a big hit delivered, and down he goes. Zach Scott just drilled Darius Hernandez. Loss of 3 on the play. That's the biggest hit of the game by far between either team. Completed pass, still 2nd down and 13, though, for the Lions. Dorian Hernandez out of a shotgun on this 2nd down play. Going to run an option, keeps it, bounces it outside, turns a corner up into the 40. Fell forward across the 42, near the 43. That's a good 7-yard carry for Dorian Hernandez. It brings up a 3rd and just shy of 5 yards to go for the LaFeria Lions. 8:25 to go in the third. Hernandez, quick snap, drops back, looks right-hand side, caught, driving forward across the 45-yard line. That's short of 1st down yardage as the Bears cover up that quick hitter out to Darius Hernandez. Gain 2, needed every bit of 4. So that drive comes to a quick halt. Vernia brings in Daryl Dulac to return a punt. Lions drop back Darius Hernandez from their own 45-yard line on 4th and just over 3. Snap is away. The kick is high. It's a short kick. Takes a bounce out of bounds, but out across the 34 near the 35-yard line. And that's where the Lavernia Bears will bring their offense back on the field. So that momentum that was right there in the hands of the Féria Lions was more or less taken away on one big hit by Zach Scott on that receiver screen. As the Lavernia defense righted the ship. Now the offense back on the field. Clayton Chadwick and company. A 3-and-out their first time. Now on 1st and 10. Chadwick gonna hand it off. Running play left-hand side and some room across the 40. Still on his feet. 45, 47-yard line. Quick carry for Joseph Cortez. His 4th carry of the game. That by far is his best. 16-yard gain. He's now got 30 yards on the ground. And a first down for the Bears of Lavernia. Chadwick on this first down play. Runs the option, going to look to throw. Rolls out right-hand side. Still looking, makes a man miss. Got to the sideline, stays on his feet, stays in bounds, makes a couple of moves, got a block, reverses his field, gets to the left-hand side, makes another man miss, inside the 30, and steps out of bounds. Clayton Chadwick with some magic. We were told before the game by their radio crew, you watch and see, there will be a play where he'll look like he's going to go out of bounds, and then he'll figure out a way to do something crazy. Circle that one. As predicted, 6:48 to go in the third quarter. New set of downs. First down for Chadwick. Hands it off this time, right off of right guard. Running hard is Carson Duncan. Knocked off his feet, but not before he'll gain a good 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Lavernia led 14-0 at the halftime break. Laferia's Lions scored the first points here in the second half. Bears now moving downfield. Chadwick hands it off again. Running play this time for Duncan. Hit right at the 20-yard line, and that's short of first down yardage. Bringing up a 3rd and 3 for Lavernia. Bears now with 248 in offense compared to 160 for the Laferia Lions. 3rd down and 3. Duncan lines up to the left side of Clayton Chadwick. 2 receivers, both sides of the field. Man in motion left to right is Beltran. They'll look to pass. Left-hand side, that's going to be caught. And then that's enough for it should be a first down. It is at the 15-yard line. Catch by Dulick. He ran the route, got just enough for that first down. His 2nd catch of the game. Chadwick now 10 of 15 for 131 yards through the air. 5:37 to go here in the third. From the red zone on a first down, Chadwick hands the ball off up the middle, and tackle is made as Duncan was met head on that time by Roberto Fraga. That'll be a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Lavernia Bears. First half went by in a hurry. Third quarter, we're already down to 5:13 left. On 2nd and 8, Chadwick. Single back to his right side is Diego Mendoza. Gets him to jump off sides. Nope, before that, the penalty flag and the whistle goes. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Laferia Lions. They were drawn off sides a couple of times in that first half. Still 2nd down, but now 2nd down and just over 3 yards to go for Lavernia. Chadwick on an option, going to keep it. Got hit, got away from a man. Rolls out. He's going to take it to the house. To the 5, touchdown. Clayton Chadwick, after he made the first man miss, didn't waste the opportunity. 6 on the board. It's kind of fitting that Chadwick would get that touchdown on that drive. It was his run that was instrumental in most of the yards on that particular drive for the Vernia Bears. Back up by 2 scores are the Bears. Extra point coming up. Beltran, the kicker, has been perfect throughout the day on his 2 attempts. Good snap, good placement. Kick is good. Bears right to ship. Lions down 2 scores. They'll get the ball after this.
I opened Alex Ron with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Back here as the Vernia Bears up by 2 scores over the Féria Lions in Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi, Texas. Kickoff by Beltran. This is a short kick. Lions will call a fair catch. Make that inside the 22-yard line. And that's where the Féria Lions offense will make their way back on the football field. Lions scored to start the second half. Bears offense stalled on their first drive. Lions couldn't take advantage of that. When they had to give the ball back, the Bears took it right downfield and scored on the Clayton Chadwick score. His second touchdown of the game on the ground. Chadwick's accounted for the 2 on the ground and 1 through the air. All 3 scores he's been a part of. Lions of Féria with the football. Dorian Hernandez on a first down play from his own 25. Runs it, spins forward, goes nowhere. 2 defenders were there, one to send him backwards and the other to finish him off. For Hernandez, loss of a yard. Second and long coming up for the Féria Lions. 4:21 left here in this third quarter play. Hernandez drops back to throw this time. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run. Now he fires a pass. Got a man caught. Across the 35 to the 40. And across the 40, right about the 41. Noah Conde on the catch. That's good enough for a first down for the Lions. Nice delivery that time by Dorian Hernandez to spot Conde crossing the field. That's a tough pass. 3:55 to go in the third. Back to the running game across the 45. 3 more strong yards for Avishai Dickerson. Make it a 4-yard gain. 35 yards on the ground for Avishai Dickerson. Pass play, left side. That's going to be a diving attempt, but incomplete. Looking at Conde. That brings up third down. Clock stops with 3:30 left here in the third quarter. Lions will have to get it across the midfield stripe to the 49 of the Bears to get a first down here. Dickerson lines up to the left side of Dorian Hernandez. Man in motion right to left is Sanchez. Hernandez wants to throw. Here comes pressure. Stays in his feet, gets the ball away, and it's nearly picked off. Hernandez showed some good strength just to get that ball away. It was nearly picked off. Incomplete pass brings up fourth down, and Féria immediately lines up in punt formation. 3:23 left here in this third quarter of play. Darius Hernandez out of punt formation. Takes the snap, kicks it away. wobbly kick, returnable. Across the 30, up the middle of the field, 35, 40, 43-yard line for the Bears. And that's where Lavernia will take over. 3:14 remaining here in the third quarter. Lavernia led 14-0. Lions scored in this third quarter. Bears right back at you. Back to that 14-point lead. Lavernia out of the huddle. Here comes the offense. Clayton Chadwick. Mendoza to his right. Two receivers either side of the field. Shifts Mendoza to his left-hand side on this first down play. Hands it off. This is Mendoza. Just drives forward. Got to the 49-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain on first down. Diego Mendoza, 5 carries, 24 yards. On the ground, 129 yards of rushing offense for Lavernia. They'll run it again. Mendoza hesitates. Now he drives forward. Got a first down as he takes it into La Feria territory. Back-to-back carries by Mendoza moves the chains for this Bears team. 2:46 left in the third from the 45 of the Lions. Lavernia stays with the no huddle. Chadwick on first down. Hands it off to Mendoza. Third time in a row. This time he gains 4. Pretty simple formation right there for Lavernia. Well, it may not be a simple formation, but a simple handoff. And 3 consecutive running plays from Mendoza. He'll check out of the game. Joseph Cortez platoons in. He'll line up to the right of Chadwick on this second down play. Chadwick gonna run. Drugged down. He short of first down yardage. Third down coming up for the Lavernia Bears. A lot of options here as it's 3rd and 3 for Lavernia. Cortez stays in the game. He'll be in the backfield. Wide left is Daryl Dulick. Beltran joins him out here. Swing pass right-hand side. Catch is made. Lions there to cover that up. 4th down coming up for the Bears. Schrader with the catch, his 5th of the game. Ends up losing a yard on the play. So it's 4th down for Lavernia. The option here is you can go for it, or you can try to pin La Feria deep in their own territory. Right now, Chadwick lines up. And the Bears appear to be going for it with 1:03 left here in the third quarter. Play clock down to 10. Chadwick takes a snap, drops back to throw. A lot of pressure coming. They get to him, and he gets rid of the football. That's a fumble. Picked up by the Lions. Down the left-hand side. La Feria tackle inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. That's a fumble. It was not a pass. And the Lions defense makes the play. Thought they were going to score on that one. They finally brought it down right outside the 10 at the 11. And 1st down for La Feria's Lions. Trying to capitalize. Dorian Hernandez and company back on the football field. Single back to the right-hand side is Angel Garcia. On 1st down for Hernandez. Sets him down, takes a snap, hands the ball off, running play right-hand side, driving forward inside the 10 is Garcia. And that time, they got that snap off before the chain gang got anywhere close to being set up to take that snap. 32 seconds left here in the third. Hernandez on 2nd down. Going to pitch it out, right-hand side. Looking, taking it inside the 5, down to around the 4. Another carry by Garcia. That's short of first down yardage. 3rd and 3 coming up for La Feria as they ran with the option there. Four seconds to go in the third quarter. That's going to take us to the 4th. We got some excitement coming up. This one's not over. 21-7. Bears trying to hold the line. Lions trying to get back in the end zone. Back after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we head to the fourth quarter of play, and the Vernia Bears on top of the Féria Lions 21-7, but let me set the scene for you. Here's the chain gang who had to do just a triple sprint to get down and get these chains set for this drive for the Féria Lions. Are now doing the 100-yard dash to get it back down and get it set up for this third down play. It's 3rd and 3. Lions can still get a first down without getting in the end zone. Dorian Hernandez from the 4-yard line takes a snap, going to keep it himself, running up the middle. Hernandez is hit, got down to near the 2, and that's close to first down yardage, but I don't think he got it. Might be close enough for a measurement. I'm not sure. They're calling it 4th and less than a yard for the Lions. Hernandez stays back in a shotgun formation on this 4th down play. Waits, takes a snap, hands the ball off, running play, and the Bears stop it. We'll wait for the spot by the official, but it did not look like the tailback Garcia got the necessary yardage. Now the Lions are saying with a spot he might have got it. We will wait for the official indication here. It was 4th and a half a yard. The football's down at the 1. If that's the case, it's a first down. They'll bring the chains across. 11:23 remaining. And it's a first down for the Féria Lions and goal to go. Just enough surge before the defense threw the ball carrier, Angel Garcia, back. 1st and goal now for the Féria Lions. They scored to start this second half. Vernia answered that. Lions now trying to get this back to a 1-score game. Hernandez on a 1st and goal from the 2. Turns, hands it off. Running play Garcia. Hit, thrown backwards. We'll wait for the spot, but in this case, it looked like he lost a yard. 2nd and goal coming up for the Féria Lions. Nothing will be easy right now for the Féria Lions. Hernandez. They bunch the box. He takes the snap, reads the option. In the end zone, touchdown, Dorian Hernandez. Untouched, Hernandez walks it in. 10:51 remaining here in this ball game. Hernandez and the Lions not finished yet. This all started from a defensive play on a crazy fumble and a recovery and a run downfield. Extra point coming up for the Féria Lions. Having some substitution issues right now. Personnel trying to get on the field for the Lions for this extra point. Play clock down to 8. They are trying to get set. It's down to 4. They are set. Now the snap, there's movement. They get the kick away, and it is good. No flags on the play. They dodged a bullet there. Extra point is good. Oh, there is a flag. There was movement. As the Lions were having problems getting personnel on the field. So that extra point, we're going to take that off the board right now. It's on the scoreboard officially. But the Bears defense stays on the football field. At least the Lions can get the right personnel in for this extra point now. They'll have to do it from 5 yards further back, or now 10, as they'll call a hold on that. There was clear movement, but then a hold was called out of that. It's tough to hold on an extra point. So now they'll spot this ball down at the 21-yard line for an extra point for the Féria Lions. This is just for an extra point. Good snap, ball down, kick up, and it is no good. Lions miss the extra point. So the penalty does do some harm. 8-point game. Bears with the lead. Get the ball after this.
Bank, we believe in small business.
McDonald's owner Anna O'Quinn found Walter Pocket, the financing and complete range of banking services at First Community Bank to be the perfect combo.
Make FCB your bank.
At Boswell LF Ford, we believe in straight talk, fair prices, and providing premium service before and after the sale, and we'll always work to earn your trust in business. Come see us at Boswell LF Ford, San Benito, here for generations.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com as the Féria Lions kicking team comes onto the football field. You go back to that penalty, there was a lot of moving parts there. There was personnel issues for the Féria Lions, having problems getting guys in there for that extra point. There was movement on the line by the Lions as the snap occurred, which in most cases is a motion call, and they blow the play dead. Then there was a late flag, and then it was a hold that was called. Extra point was missed. Bears trying to return this kick. Player falls down at the 25-yard line, and Vernia will now take over with an 8-point lead and 10:48 left here in this ball game. And Clayton Chadwick and company back out on the field. There's been some excitement here. The ball has been on the turf. Teams have caused turnovers amongst themselves here. I'd say this game is anything but over, as Chadwick and company have this first down play. 3 receivers right-hand side, and he'll read it, run it. Left-hand side, hit at the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet, and they blow the play dead. I waited that time. He caught me off guard in the first half and scampered in for a touchdown. This time a loss of a yard by Chadwick. Brings up 2nd and 11. We haven't seen Vernia go over the top in a while. This Féria Lion team keeps creeping up, trying to do the containment trick on Clayton Chadwick. He's got guys that can go downfield. 10:06 remaining on this 2nd and 11 play. Play action, drops back to throw. Gonna run now. Uses his speed, gets to the outside. Looks for a block. Gets it as he gets across the 40, midfield, and down the sideline. Clayton Chadwick to the 15, to the 10, wrapped up there. Chadwick on their huge run. First down for the Bears of Vernia. Ball outside the 8. 1st and goal for Vernia. Chadwick now with 113 yards on the ground. Kind of stunned the Féria crowd over there. They were amped up, making lots of noise, and then that slowed it down in a hurry. Chadwick and company now on a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Bears. They lead by 8, looking for more after this. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Vernia Bears called a timeout right there before that first play on this drive, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line of the Féria Lions, thanks to a Clayton Chadwick run. They wanted to make sure they had the right play called here on 1st and goal. Leading by 8. Bears with the football. 9:46 left in the ball game. Chadwick hands it off. Running play, left-hand side, now stretching it forward, and that is a touchdown. Carson Duncan takes it in from 8 yards out. And Vernia back up 2 scores. That took 3 plays. 75 yards and 3 plays for the Bears. 9:39 left here in this game. They'll go for the extra point. Talk about up in the ante. Here's the extra point. It is away, and it's good. Vernia Bears with a quick score there. Lions get the football after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Dr. Armando Salazar decided to build new dental offices in Port Isabel, John Reed at First Community Bank had the perfect financing options.
Make FCB your bank.
Today's contest is sponsored in part by the South Texas Collaborative for Housing Development, where the mission is to increase affordable housing production throughout the Rio Grande Valley by facilitating partnerships and improving communication between nonprofit organizations, government, and private sector. Work with all sections of the community and make decent sale and affordable housing available to all residents of the Rio Grande Valley. For more information today, contact South Texas Collaborative for Housing Development today. Back here as the Vernia Bears up 28-13 will be kicking off to the Féria Lions. Beltran tees it up to kick it off. And away we go. High short kick. Fair catch is made by the Lions of Féria. And so Dorian Hernandez and company will have to go to work. What they haven't done in this game is had any sustained drives. They've taken advantage of great field position to get their 2 scores. One off a kick return, one off a fumble return on the defense. And the Lions were able to produce points. What hasn't been done is this offense hasn't just taken it, moved it downfield, as was the case on this pass drive by the Vernia Bears. But now with 9:39 to go in this game, down 2 scores, Hernandez and this Lion team will have to get some production. They'll run it. Left-hand side, out across the 25-yard line. That's a good 5 yards on a carry by Avishai Dickerson. Dickerson now with 40 yards on the ground. 2nd and 5 coming up for Féria. Dorian Hernandez ready to go on this 2nd down play. Runs the option, keeps it himself, bounces it outside. Nice tackle made. Down he goes. No gain by Hernandez. He actually loses a yard. And it's 3rd down for Féria's Lions. Hernandez in the air is 11 of 16 for 90 yards. Drops back to throw here, a deep drop. Now he rifles it right side. That's a nice catch made and a 1st down for Féria Lions. This time they go to Caleb Flores. Caleb's first catch of the game. And a 1st down for Féria with 8:33 left here in this ball game. Hernandez on 1st down. Hands it off. Dickerson stood up at the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. If you're Vernia, you're okay with this. If you can make it 2nd, 3rd, 4 and 5 yards at a time, keep the ball in the middle of the field, clock running, It becomes your friend with this 2-score lead. Hernandez on 2nd and 9. Passes it right side. That's a catch made. Across the 45, then a penalty comes in from the other side of the field. About as far away as you can from where that catch was made. Caleb Flores made the catch. And about the time he was down came a penalty from the far side of the field. And they're going to call illegal substitution or an ineligible player downfield for the Féria Lions. So negate the completion, 10 yards on the penalty. 2nd down and now 15 yards to go for the Féria Lions. Hernandez drops back to throw a deep drop, has some time. Now pressured, now down he goes. That pocket collapsed in a hurry, and look at the defenders downfield. Every receiver had at least 2 guys on him. Hernandez dropped for a loss of 10. 3rd and a bunch to go now for the Féria Lions. Hernandez needs to get it across the 49 to get a first down. Drops back. Here comes the pressure. Gets away from one man. Buys some time. Fires a pass short. Dropped. Incomplete pass. Pressure that time defensively for Vernia. Walker Ring was the guy giving the first pressure to Hernandez that kind of disrupted the entire flow of that play. Clock stops with 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Lions line up in punt formation. Nobody back to return this kick for the Bears. On 4th down in a bundle. Kick is away. They'll just let that bounce. Takes a Féria roll, and they'll drop it at the 40-yard line of the Vernia Bears. So the Bears defense gets the job done on that drive. Got a little video issue going on with our camera. We'll try to make sure we keep on top of that. 6:56 remaining here in this ball game. Lavernia's offense back on the football field. They've outgained this Féria team 346 to 194. Most impressive drive was the last time they were on the field, a 3-play, 75-yard touchdown drive. Lots of penalties on this one, as the flags were raining in right at the snap. And this one will be against Vernia. Five-yard variety, 1st and 15 for the Vernia Bears. Clayton Chadwick, 113 yards on the ground, couple of rushing touchdowns. Hands it off. This is Mendoza. Mendoza got it across the 43. He gains 8 yards. Garza on the tackle. For Diego Mendoza, that's now 43 yards in the rushing game, as Vernia has racked up 221 yards on the ground now against Féria. 2nd down. Chadwick on a handoff. This is Mendoza. Got to the 49. That's short of first down yardage. And it brings up 3rd and 2. Clock running with 6:13 left here in the game. Chadwick now lets the play clock run down. He could wait a lot longer than this. Took it at 23 seconds. Runs it. Gets a first down as he stretches into Féria territory to the 48. You could see by that snap there that Vernia isn't in just complete tear down the clock mode. They had 23 seconds on the play clock before they could have taken that snap. Now with that first down and the clock running with 5:40 left in the game, you may see them take a little extra time before they start taking these snaps. Chadwick lines him up, play clock down to 10, sends a man in motion left and right on this first down play. Takes a snap at 4, hands the ball off, hitting the backfield, but Cortez slips a tackle, gets out to the 45. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Timeouts, LaFeria's got all 3 of theirs left. They burn one. 5:17 left here in this ball game. Vernia with the lead and the ball. Back after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here after the timeout. Bears on a 2nd down. Chadwick hands the ball off, and this is Joseph Cortez. Wrapped up and thrown down after a short gain. And it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Lions had used one of their timeouts before that snap. Elect to hang on to those 2 timeouts remaining as the clock's running. 3rd down and every bit of 6 yards to go for Vernia. 4:48 and counting in the ball game. Chadwick on this 3rd down play. Takes a snap, hands the ball off, running play. That's a first down and more. This is Cortez down the right side, down to the 15-yard line. Joseph Cortez, best carry of the game. 27-yard carry for Cortez, and that's a backbreaker type of run right there. Clock running as it shouldn't be, but it is, as they were still spotting the chains. 4:21 to go. And counting. Bears now in the red zone at the 14-yard line of the LaFeria Lions. Chadwick on first down. Play clock down to 10. He'll take it down under 4 minutes. Before that, here comes a penalty, and that'll be a false start on Vernia. That'll stop the clock with 4:02 remaining in this game. Reminding you, basketball fans, this week we've got games on Tuesday. I'm looking at a couple of different options. We'll keep you posted on our social media which direction we're going. On Thursday, I know we'll be in Los Fresnos. Day 1 coverage of that blockbuster boys tournament, the inaugural tournament there. First down play, running play. This is Mendoza. Gets to the corner on the left-hand side, turns the corner inside the 5, stretches forward, and he's brought down. No touchdown. Had to wait for the indication. Mendoza takes it in. Tough running that time by Mendoza. And Vernia up now 21. For Diego Mendoza, he's now got 65 yards on the ground and a touchdown rushing. High snap, and that's going to be some excitement here on the extra point. Beltran swings a pass, a lateral. And now they'll finally just take a knee, and that extra point comes to an end. Now here comes a penalty on a late hit. 3:28 left in the game. Kickoff coming up after they sort that out.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners, Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, they do assess a penalty after that extra point attempt. And so the Vernia Bears will be kicking off the ball from the Féria Lion 45-yard line with 3:28 left here in this game. And Vernia up by 21. Camera's still trying to do some crazy jumping, blinking right now. .328 left here in this game. We'll fix that during the break. Vernia lines up here. And it's an onside kick. Takes a bounce. Féria touches it. Now it's going to be a loose ball recovered by the Bears. Onside kick works, and the Bears recover. 3:26 left here in this game, and the Bears recover the onside kick. There is a penalty on that play. Take a look at what this is about. A Lion did touch the ball. So after that, there may have been an offsides call, though, against the Bears, which would negate this recovery. Officials taking their time sorting it out. And it will be against the Bears. So nothing doing on that recovery of an onside kick. And so the Bears will have to tee it up 5 yards further downfield from the midfield stripe. 3:26 left in the game. Beltran tees it up now. Conventional kick team setup here for Vernia. Kick is away, a high short kick. Lions will field this at the 1. Bring it across the 5, trying to get to the outside. And to the 10-yard line, that's where the Bears will cover that up. Lions offense on the field, down 3 scores. They trailed 14-0 at the halftime break. Féria twice cut this to a single-score game, but the Vernia Bears had an answer each time for anything that was thrown at them here in this second half. Féria with 194 yards of offense on the day. Dorian Hernandez on a first down play here. Rolls out, looks to throw. Fires a pass, got a man, that's caught. Outside the 17 to the 18-yard line. That's a catch for Darius Hernandez. Good enough for a 7, making an 8-yard gain. For Darius, that's his 5th or 6th catch of the day. Lions on second down. Will run it. Quarterback keeper drives forward, got across the 20. That's enough for a first down for Dorian Hernandez. And they keep the clock running. It should stop before they spot the chains, but that's not happening. running with 3:05 to go in this ball game. Hernandez out of a shotgun. 3 receivers set to the right-hand side. Dorian Hernandez drops back to throw. Down the right sideline. That's going to be a incomplete pass. Looking for Caleb Flores. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 2:47 left in this ball game. And on second down, Hernandez looks to throw again. Has a man. That's caught out across the 30-yard line to the 33. Went right back to Caleb Flores. Dorian Hernandez now 14 of 22 for 122 yards on the game. And as Flores went down, 2:41 left here in this game. They stopped the clock. Dorian Hernandez hands the ball off, and this one goes nowhere. Angel Garcia on the carry. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Féria Lions. Dorian Hernandez out of a shotgun. Drops back to throw. Looking something over the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete in the direction of Darius Hernandez. And that'll stop the clock with 2:06 left here in this game. Lion team is a young team. I'm seeing some of the messages here across. It's a sophomore quarterback you're looking at out here on this field. And on third down, he rolls out. Looking to throw. That's going to be picked off. Down the sideline for the Bears. Inside the 20. On the interception. That could seal this deal. Easton Parrish on the pick. And Vernia with 1:57 left in the game and a 3-score lead gets the ball. Timeout was called by Féria. While they do that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
Back here, Vernia Bears with the lead and the football now after the defense gets the pick. Féria did burn their second timeout. Chadwick on a first down play will hand it off. Running play up the middle. Down to the 10-yard line is Carson Duncan. That's enough for a first down as he gains 11. Vernia now with mass substitutions, and that's going to exit Clayton Chadwick from the game. Kind of day did he have? 12 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 of 16 in the air, 133 yards, and a touchdown. Vernia with 421 yards of offense. It was well earned as they were tested by this Féria team, but found a way to respond to anything positive Féria did. Running play this time by Carson Duncan. That goes nowhere. Clock running with 1:09 left here in this game. We do appreciate you joining us for the broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We've got basketball coverage coming your way this week. And we'll be eyeing what happens tonight with the Mission Veterans Patriots as far as our expanded football coverage. We've had a great run this year in football coverage on Rio Sports. Can't say enough thanks to all the schools that assisted us with our broadcast. Running play up the middle, that's in the end zone. A late touchdown run by Carson Duncan. Adds 6 more for Vernia. And that comes with 28 seconds to go. Vernia just adding on some extra points. Bears with the extra point coming up. Waiting for the extra point here. Good snap, ball down, kick up, and away and good. Vernia up, they'll kick off after this.
At Boswell Elliott Ford, our service department is top-notch. We have the expertise to service any brand at a price that will make you smile. BoswellElliotFord.com in San Benito. Here for generations.
McAllen Nuts and Bolts. RGV owned since 1981 at the same location for over 35 years. By the old railroad tracks on Old 83 on 23rd Street. Your leading local industrial supplier with the largest inventory of all fasteners, nuts, bolts, screws, washers, GR8 stainless for municipalities, county, contractors, steel erectors, and do-it-yourselfers. Offering the best quality with the top-of-the-line name brand products. Over-the-counter attention where everyone gets taken care of, one person at a time. Valley-wide delivery, supporter of RGV high schools and athletes. McAllen Nuts and Bolts. Back here at Buccaneer Stadium as we're wrapping things up here with 28 seconds to go. I'll have some highlight reels of some of the games we've had for you here on RioSportsLive.com from today's game and last night's Vela game. We'll have those running here real short as we get ready to wrap things up of our 2 days coverage here. Vernia with the lead, kicking off. Lions on the return from the 20. Looking for a wave for Hernandez. Takes it across the 30 to the 35 to the 40-yard line. Féria Lions were in a tough district with Rio Hondo, with Raymondville. Well, Raymondville was a non-district game, but nonetheless, this was a football team that was tested. It was a young squad, Féria. And a bunch of these kids will have the results of this game to work on as they start ramping up for next year. Vernia team has got a bunch of seniors on this squad. Some seasoned veterans out here that are on that run that will take them to the regional finals next week. First down play, Hernandez hands it off. Dickerson on a carry, and that should do it. Vernia led 14-0 at the halftime break. Féria scored the first point of the second half. Every time the Lions scored in the second half, Vernia's Bears found an answer and then tacked on some late scores to make the score as lopsided as what it appears as you see the final. Final here, 41-13, and Vernia beats Féria. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We got a lot to do, and maybe traveling to San Antonio. Who knows? Till next time, I'm Joe Bowling for RioSportsLive.com. Final score, 41-13. Vernia beats Féria. Till next time, good night.